Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to discuss about tenses analysis with me, Maria Zakia Elvisuma. What tenses that we are going to study today? They are simple present tense, present continuous tense, and past tense. Trying to understand the tenses and its applications by finding clues in the questions. So in order to make an easy way to answer the questions about tenses, we have to take a look on the clue here. What are the clue? They are time signal, context, subject verb agreement. For the warming up, what is be? What is subject verb agreement? What is past form and what is time signal? We are going to discuss it first. Okay, first, the subject verb agreement. This is the agreement between the subject and be. For example, like if the subject I, the to be used is am. If the subject you, they, we, or plurals, we use the subject are. For the presence, for the simple presence or for the present progressive. If the subject he, she, it, we use the to be is. Time signal. This is the clue of the time used in the tenses. For example, past tense. For example, past tense. The time signal used yesterday, last night, ago. Present tense, the time signal used every day, twice a week, once a week, often, always, sometimes. This is called as adverb of frequency. And present continuous, the tenses used right now, at the moment, today, this year, this century. And then this is the past form and the then the present participle. Okay, this is the change of the verb. Usually, if in the simple present, the verb is verb 1, do. But if we are in the present participle, the use which is used is verb ing or present participle. If we are in the past tense, we use verb 2. For example, like do, becoming doing, and did. Yeah. Take, taking, took. Write, writing, wrote. Clean, cleaning, cleaned. Study, studying, studied. Okay, let's try to go to the first questions. And this question is present continuous questions. Tenses, the tenses used is present continuous. Let's try to take a look here. The phone, blah, blah, blah. Could you answer it? So this questions is being questions in the moment of the speaking. Because this is in the moment of the speaking, so we use present progressive or present continuous. The answer is the phone is ringing. Why not are? We try to take a look here. The subject here is singular, so the be used should be is here. So this is called the subject-verb agreement, the agreement between subject and verb. Where's John? This is at the moment of the speaking. A asks, where is John? He is in the class. Because he is in the class now, he blah 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 English. He is studying English. Why do here use is studying? Because now we come to the subject here. The subject is he, so we take a look the be which is matched with he is. Yeah? He is studying. Okay, another example of the present continuous refers to the activities at the moment of speaking are I'm just leaving work. I will be home in 30 minutes. This is, and be quiet please, the children are sleeping. This is also in the context at the moment of speaking they talking about. And then the next, we try to take a look another clue here. If the question is, I blah 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 my dinner right now. So the clues that appear here is right now. This is the time signal. If we know the time signal right now, so we can easily choose that this question is the present continuous one. So what's the answer? The answer is we take a look the B. That's agree with the subject I and the verb ing. I am eating, the present progressive form. Okay, next question. I blah 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 a really good book at the moment. Again, we here look at the clearly stated time signal at the moment. So definitely this is the present continuous. Okay, we try to take a look here. The subject is I, and we look at the verb which is agree with the word I am. I am reading, present progressive. Yeah. So to express the idea that something is happening now, at this very moment, present continuous is used. Another example is, you are learning English now. Next question. Why blah 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 sunglasses? It's cloudy today. Beside now, we also look at another time signal here. Today. Today also the time signal used in the present continuous. So why blah 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 sunglasses? We try to take a look the uh, questions verb here. Why are you wearing? Yeah. Why it's not why do you wear? Because this is refers to the present continuous. So this one match with the questions in the present continuous. We try to look for the be and the present progressive form. Next, Ahmad, what is your activity now? Blah blah blah. Bahri, I blah blah blah. A thesis this semester. Yeah. So this is also another clue. So we are trying to take a look the B. The B which is matched with the subject I is am. I am, and then the present progressive, I am writing. Yeah. So we use the present continuous to say that we are in the process of doing a longer actions which is in progress. For example, like today, this month, this year, this century, and so on. I would like to summarize that the time signal for the present continuous is subject plus verb plus time signal, and this one is this as an example. For example, like if the subject I, so we know the to be am and the present participle verb ing. Yeah, and the time signal here. Let's try to take a look the example. I'm reading a novel now. Yeah, this one the example. I agree with the BM and verb ing reading. I am reading a novel now. You, they, we plus are plus verb ing, and this one is the time signal becoming you are reading a novel now. You are reading a novel today. You are reading a novel this year is also the same. He, she, it. This one is. He or she is reading a novel now. Okay, after the present continuous, we go to the next tenses, past tense. Look at here. This is the questions of past tense. I blah 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 a really delicious fried chicken in the restaurant last night. Time, the clue, the time signal here, last night. Yeah. If you look at the time signal last night, so this is definitely the tenses used is the past tense. So we'll try to take a look the verb two of it. Yeah. What is the verb two of it? That is A. Yeah. So the answer is D. Okay, another. The Qing dynasty, blah, 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 from this year, 1644 up to 1912. Exactly, this is a time period and exactly in the uh, past tense. Yeah. What is the answer here? The answer here will be the verb to here. The verb to, because this is the past tense. Which one is here showing the verb to? This one, wrote. Okay, this is the summary of the past tense formula. Subject plus verb plus time signal plus example. All of the subject has the past form verb to. What is verb to? Verb to is the past form. For example, like if do, the past form is did. Time signal last week, yesterday, a week ago. Example of the sentence: I did the homework last night. Okay, the last, simple present. Simple present tense. Look at this kind of example of the question. How often, blah, 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 to the cinema? Once a month. This is asking about the habitual activity. So there is an adverb of frequency here, once a month. Yeah? It means that this habit is included in the simple present tense. Yeah. So how often do you go? This one, do you go? Not verb ing, because this is the simple present one. Yeah. So we'll try to the subject is you, and then the verb is go. Do you go? Because this is a question mark, so we try to look for do here. When do we use simple present? Simple present is used to show that something true in the present. Something true in the present, that now I am, for example, now I am 15 years old and I am a student. For example, it's just an example. Something which is true in the present. Now, is it true that I am 15 years old and I am a student? Habit, showing habit, for example, like the use of the adverb of frequencies, like every day, 3 times a week, often, always, sometimes. This is the adverb of frequency. And then the example is, I play football every weekend. I sometimes go to the cinema. This one is called as the simple present tense. Yeah? And then the fact, the human body contains 206 bones. Yeah, this is the example of the fact, something which is true now in the past, and the next time. This is the true, the fact. Yeah. Okay, now we go to the questions here. He blah 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 a sophisticated gadget and computer. He is so lucky. It means that the statement is state which is now, it is truly, this is true in the now. Yeah. The time of the speaking, this is true in the present. Yeah, this is true in the present. He is uh, it means that he blah blah blah. We try to look for the verb, uh, the present verb he, because he agree with has. He has a sophisticated, not he have, because it's not agree with have. The sentence shows something that's true in the present. Okay, this is the simple present formula. If the subject, if the subjects are he, she, it, so the verb must be followed by s or es. For example, like she drinks, he sometimes meets up. Yeah, the subject must be followed by s or es. Yeah, if the verb must be followed by s or es if the subject, if he, she, and then it. However, if the subject is I, you, they, we, so this is used a verb like without SNES. I go to school every day. They often go to school together. Okay. Okay, last, please leave a comment to answer these questions. There are some of the questions. Maybe you can try to answer to increase your knowledge or with these tenses. To test your knowledge, whether you understand or not, please try to answer these questions. The first, uh, try to look at the verb in the bracket here, whether the verb will be the same, stay the same, or you have to change the verb in order to make a true sentence. Yeah. Number one, my brother live in Surakarta. She go to the gym every Saturday. We sometimes meet in front of the university. My grandmother, blah, 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 me last Sunday. Alisa study English now. So you have to take a look on the verb, the bracket, and then choose whether this is stay in the same form or you have to change it in the present progressive or in the past tense. Okay, thank you very much for your attentions. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.